Madame la Directrice Générale, Mr. President of the General Conference, Mr. President of the Executive Board, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to address the General Conference of UNESCO in the year the organization celebrates its 70th anniversary. Slovenia fully associates itself with statements made on behalf of the European Union. I will leave it myself on remarks that are of particular importance to Slovenia. Slovenia, as a strong supporter of UNESCO, will work, if elected to the Executive Board next week, towards organization focused on global challenges and results-based budgeting. UNESCO is the house of peace building, and we need to look for consensus on issues that have important consequences for us all, such as freedom of expression, promotion of cultural diversity, investment of opportunities for women and girls to ensure that they are fully involved in our societies, education on human rights, cooperation in science, protection of world cultural heritage. UNESCO needs further reforms and the organization needs to return to its basic mandate. We should all make an effort towards a more limited number of priorities. One of those priorities is certainly an education, which must remain at the forefront in the post-2030 UN Sustainable Development Goals. The Education for All program is still a long way off. According to the latest data, 24 million children will never enter a classroom. Girls are the most disadvantaged, where in some parts of the world, 80% of girls are unlikely to start the school. Those are the facts we cannot ignore. Therefore, UNESCO's Education for All agenda should be based on quality, equity and inclusion, and the refined EFA structure. Mr. President, Slovenia is currently helping tens of thousands of refugees that are crossing the region, fleeing from war-torn countries. Among refugees are many children and young people who are deprived of proper education and would need to be included into our schooling system, as well as to be integrated into our societies. Education is a human right, and we would like to stress the importance of education for children who were forced to leave their toys and school books behind. More efforts should be done also to bring these children to safety and back to schools. We are pleased that UNESCO has endorsed a new strategy on youth. Youth must be empowered through inclusion, schooling, and job creation. In 2012, the Slovenian National Commission for UNESCO started a very successful program by establishing a UNESCO youth platform which brings together young people from all over Slovenia who actively participate in a range of different activities. Ladies and gentlemen, human rights matter. Despite efforts to uproot all forms of racism, intolerance has increased, even more so during the refugee crisis. Human rights apply equally online and offline, and hate speech online is no more acceptable as it is in a traditional media. Therefore, Slovenia calls on UNESCO to work for global and human rights education, the most important pillars of the Culture for Peace program. Slovenia, as a member of an informal group called Platform for Human Rights Education and Training, and as a newly elected member of the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, is an active advocate of human rights education. Our goal is to help develop a human rights culture that enables each person to know their own rights and obligations towards other rights. New information technologies brought so many advantages. One of them is open access to knowledge. Slovenia is striving towards knowledge-based society and improving multimedia literacy also through virtual platform, video lectures net, run by the Slovenian Jožef Stefan Institute in Ljubljana. Let me come to another important item, UNESCO's global leadership in protecting cultural heritage worldwide, especially in case of armed conflicts. We welcome proposal to send UN peacekeepers to protect heritage sites around the world from various threats. Distinguished Director General, let me conclude by saying that Slovenia is also looking forward to working together on a reform agenda. We commend you for navigating the organization through difficult last years. We compliment your efforts to fully engage national commissions to promote UNESCO's mission and future tasks as we see them, to protect what is vulnerable, to protect cooperation in science to tackle climate change, and to promote human rights. Thank you.